UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the RBC Canadian Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, so great to be here with you and Rich. Looking forward to following this group down on the course today because this player has developed a rivalry with none other than Tiger Woods. They certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
Oh, I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beem doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. Wow, that's misjudged.
I think they didn't really understand how much downhill it actually was. Shocking.
Looks like a pretty straightforward five-footer to me. Ooh. And this next putt is for triple bogey. Sitting at 3 over for the day. Rich, the second hole here at St George's Golf and Country Club, a long, strong par 4.
It is just around the 475-yard mark. This fairway does slope significantly left to right, so the drives can easily find that fairway bunker down the right-hand side.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Left yourself an opportunity. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Shame it didn't drop. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The first of our par 3s at St George's Golf and Country Club. Beautiful looking par 3.
Yes, a narrow green, but very deep bunkers surrounding it on both sides. This is a heck of a par 3.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. Okay, time to return to the action. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
This one's tracking.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
It was nice to see that go in because it has been pretty darn ugly up to this point.
The first of the par 5s is the 4th hole, Rich.
Yes, this hole used to be a par 4, but was extended back in 1968 for the Canadian Open. It's a nice opportunity here to get a stroke back after the opening 3 holes, but watch out. This fairway gets tough to find with the slope that moves it from right to left. Landing area gets very narrow.
And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
Around 110 yards to go. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Good shot there. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Get excited. This could go in. That was a gallant attempt. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The sixth hole requires a strong tee shot here at this par 3.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
What do we catch up? Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
I mean, you've got to expect this kind of stuff when you start up a rivalry with a tour player. This is what they do.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. Sitting at +5 for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Well, there's a question here of whether they'll need one more club playing to an elevated green. And choosing the 8-iron here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Reached the 8th hole, par 3 here at St. George's. What a great-looking hole it is.
Wow, this is a really cool little par 3. The green is not very wide, but it funnels in from both sides. However, you just can't afford to miss it short left in that bunker. That is a huge no-no.
Yeah, nicely played. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, just missed. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Second shot here on the 9th. Going with the 5-iron here. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagined in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
Didn't quite have the distance to get there, but left themselves in a good spot.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ripper from long range.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far, Rich.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. There's players behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This for a birdie run.
That's frustrating. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. The first of the back 9 par 5s is the 11th.
And this hole we could call what, serpentine maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled. Nicely done.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Always nice to have a birdie putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Now, 8 shots back after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Well, it's time to clear the mind of that double bogey. Step up onto the tee with a bit more confidence. Going with the hybrid. Come on, get down. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Just take a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
2 great shots are required here, because this hole is a long par 4. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And he's down there.
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
choosing the 9-iron here. Not bad. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Looking really good. Sometimes all it takes is just one big play to make a move, and that's an important one in this rivalry. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today. Starting to look really good.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Rich, we saw it right throughout Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. And in fact, it was impossible 3 out of the 4 of us to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day. And he's already leading by like 800, I think. And he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's blowing. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green's a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green and the pins over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind to about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean, it literally, the second shot off the deck with the driver was hit about forehead high and traveled about 270 into the wind. And the ball just kind of hung there, seemingly just about 20 feet off the ground, just hung there. And kept hanging, kept hanging, kept hanging, and fell right exactly where he wanted it to. It was unbelievable. And at that moment in time, you kind of sit there and look at yourself on the inside and you go, I don't have that shot, and I don't even know how to make up for a shot like that I don't have. You just knew that you're just kind of sitting there watching something that nobody else in the game can do. It's phenomenal.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Okay, steady now. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Oh, so close. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The finishing hole at St George's Golf and Country Club, Rich, is a strong par 4.
It certainly is that. It was originally a par 5 as well. It's converted to a long par 4 to make it a little bit more challenging for the Canadian Open. Plays uphill all the way to a steep green. And the beauty of this hole, Luke, is the magnificent clubhouse in the background.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. This putt for a final score of 75. Looking really good, this one. This is a bogey putt coming up. And that will do it. His work is done here. Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy, nothing to hang your head about.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.